Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Friday Wrap for today, October 18th, 2014. I hope you all had a fantastic week. I know I did, and today we're going to be talking about a lot of channel stuff. As far as Dungeons & Dragons, for those who are curious, for a number of reasons, I can't really give an update. I will be able to give one next week, though, and I normally would be able to, but something might be changing that I didn't plan on. Let's put it that way. It's pretty cool. So I'll leave it at that for those who may be watching that are my real life friends. I can't tell you. But other than that, there's a lot of channel stuff to discuss today. There's a lot of cool things that have been happening on the channel. First, I want to thank everybody for the incredible support that I've been getting on all the series on my channel right now. Legend of Grimrock is probably the most surprising one, just because I didn't know what kind of audience would be there for that game. But there are a load of people that are watching it and loving it, which is great. I know when I did the first one years ago at this point, there was a pretty big audience for it. But at the time, a big audience for me was a couple hundred people that were watching it and were enjoying it. Now, we're looking at like thousands upon thousands watching Grimrock, which is, again, exciting because it really feeds into that whole expanding what I'm trying to do with the channel. I mean, one of the big things that is, been happening and been going forward over the past few weeks, as you've been noticing, I'm sure, is that the genre of game I've been playing has been going up beyond the indie survival game, which I still love and I still play. But overall, I've been trying to do other things, AAA, other types of indie games. So I've been really trying to stretch my wings, and for the most part, everything has been doing really well, and you guys are the reasons it's doing well. So thank you so much. Other things that I've been messing around with, because it's October and I've been looking for some good horror games, I've been playing a lot of good stuff. Alien has been one. The Evil Within, that game, I don't want to talk about it. I ranted on Twitter about it. I don't like it for a number of reasons, but this is not the time or place to talk about why I don't like The Evil Within. Maybe another video or something where I'll talk about it, but not now. So I replaced that with Silence of the Sleep, which is a really kind of creepy, it's not like a boo horror game, it's more of like a psychological thriller, very creepy atmosphere, very reminiscent of Silent Hill in a lot of ways. And I've been playing that, and because I'm playing horror games, I'm of course trying to incorporate face cam with it a lot, because I believe horror games are one of the few games that benefit face cam. And I've been messing with the face cam a little bit over the past couple episodes, taking it off the corner, well, not off the corner, but taking it something that's been like, if we move over here, all right, let's do it over here. It's like off, like in the corner right here. I've been trying to bring it down a bit, and there's a freaking mosquito flying around. Think I got him. Nope. Might have gotten him that time. Anyway, I'm trying to bring it down just like a centimeter and give it a border, so it's a little bit more cleaner looking, and I don't want to say more prominent, but it's just cleaner looking and it looks a little bit more professional. So I've been doing that, and again, I'm just so surprised, because one of my biggest worries was people were going to be like, oh God, Matt, this why face cam, but the response has been phenomenal for it, and you guys are very happy that it's there, and I'm happy that I'm trying it out. Let's put it that way. I'm trying it. I don't want to say I'm trying it on other series, but I'm definitely bringing it into series that I think would benefit to it and leaving it out of other series that wouldn't. For instance, I don't believe Legend of Grimrock would benefit from face cam, but The Forest, on the other hand, would benefit, because there are very kind of emotional knee-jerk reaction moments in that game where I have to react and I get scared or whatever. And I think that really does help, kind of make the content more engaging. And I'm definitely, picking up a bigger audience because of it, which is awesome. So all the new people that have come by because of Alien and all the other games I'm playing, welcome, and thank you for swinging by and hanging out and sticking with the channel. The other part of the whole trying new things that I was discussing is something I brought up last week, which was the idea or the goal to incorporate a new channel logo. And I do have a new channel logo. It's basically done. It should be up today at some point, and a new banner is going to go along with it. The logo I have right now is old. It's not even a logo. It was a piece of art that was done for me by Dracula Fetus. It was like the very first piece of art that he did for me, and it was for when I was just getting into streaming, and I wanted like a piece of art that I could use to kind of just put up while I got things set up and I had the stream running. And it was awesome, and I love it. And I took that head, as you can, I'm pointing at it, like you can see me pointing at it. But If you look up in the corner of the video and you can see my little square, that's just a cut piece of the art. That's just a piece of the art that I zoomed in on, and I took that and made it my channel logo. It was better than what I had before, but it's still not perfect. And one of the things that I really wanted to do now that I'm growing and getting bigger is that I wanted an icon that represented me as a gamer, represented me as a person. And with me being, having a weekly vlog and doing face cams, I really wanted something that I could consider just like iconic in a way, iconic. And that's something I've been going to do. And my good old friends at Classy Dicks, which I talked about last time, we've been kind of talking and getting something done and discussing like what represents me as a channel, what doesn't. And that was a hard thing to think about because there isn't really anything that's like, when I think of Mathis games, I think this. For the longest time, it was when I think of Mathis games, I think of zombie survival games. And as I kind of want to try other things and all that stuff, that doesn't really stick. That's not something that I want to hang on to like tightly and be like, this is what defines me, because I'm much more than that. I'm a gamer who has a variety gaming channel who's here to entertain you. So what we've come up with is pretty friggin' awesome. I'm in love with it. I think it's fantastic, and I truly hope you guys like it as well. And we'll have that up today, latest tomorrow, where we can show off the new channel logo. And it's simple and clean, and it pops, and it makes sense, and it represents me as not only a person, but me as a channel. And I'm just excited to bring it to you guys. I'm very, very excited that this is going to be something that is going to be with the channel for hopefully, years to come. So that's what we're looking at as far as that's concerned. And I hope you guys are excited to check it out. Other than that, we don't have much else to discuss. I am going to continue bringing in new games. We, as far as I know, are just over the halfway mark for Alien. It is a long, long, long game. But within the next week or two, we should be wrapping up that series. Silence of the Sleep, I don't expect to be incredibly long, but I don't know. That is another series I'm going to kind of go through and finish because it's really good. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Neverending Nightmares in the way it's presented and being a 2D kind of puzzle adventure game. It's way more puzzle-based. There's a lot more gameplay involved than Neverending Nightmares, but it is equally as creepy in my opinion, and I really am enjoying it quite a bit. And then after that, we'll see what we end up taking and putting on the channel. There are other horror games that I've always been interested in playing, so maybe I'll pop into those, or maybe we'll just bring in something brand new. Again, we're coming into November, end of October, a lot of games coming out with, even with Civilization Beyond Earth. That's something I'm going to dive into head first. There may be a multiplayer series on that. I don't know yet. If there isn't, there's a good chance I will be playing a single player series on that game, or at least one campaign on it. I'm excited for that. Civ 5 was one of my favorite games of the year, or multiple years. It's a game that I've put many, 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 many hours into, and I can see myself doing even more so with Beyond Earth because I am such a sci-fi fan that just the new setting is enough for me to be excited by. Other than that, there's a couple of other collaboration videos that are coming up between people that you've already seen me collab with before. Possibly more Northern Lion and Dan stuff coming up, at least a one-off video for a game that's coming out in a few weeks. The Civ video, you can just assume who the possible collaborators are going to be in that. You'd be right. And that's it. That's going to be it. So I don't really have much else to talk about. If you guys have any questions or anything, feel free to drop them below. I'll do my best to answer. And I will be seeing you next week. So have a great week, and I'll see you guys next Friday. Bye-bye.